If you don't want to see my bad jokes or watch me complain about things that I don't like, please skip to this time in order to see my arbitrary score value.
Greetings everyone, it's me, E, the time-traveling casual, here to give my opinions that don't matter on things that nobody cares about anymore. Be prepared to roll the dice and risk it all, because today I present to you, Kakegurui. Kakegurui is a story about gambling where high schoolers risk money and lives to succeed in school life. The story takes place in Hyakao Academy, a place more focused on gambling than most Vegas casinos, and follows our three main protagonists, Yumiko Jibami, mysterious transfer student, Ryota Suzui, talentless exposition guy, and Mary Saotome, token foreign girl. The group quickly rises to infamy as the student council repeatedly fails to stop them from destroying the school hierarchy. While this is going on, the show unveils a whole cast of interesting and entertaining characters for Yumiko to psychologically torture one by one. Point 1. Visuals and music. The music is great, and I especially love the visual style of the OP. While the character designs themselves aren't too unique, they have some very nice details. All the uniforms look like hotel bellhops or casino dealers, a very nice touch for costume design. The hyper-realistic zooms on faces during key moments were also a good touch. I also love the character designs for the villains. Basically every single one of them is really distinct, and their outfits help add to their personality. You got the ruthless glasses-wearing genius, the wise and collected traditionalist, the Maru-chan knockoff. They're all pretty good. Point 2. Plot. Spoilers. Kakegurui's plot is repetitive and predictable. Even the twists the show pulls are predictable. I mean, come on. I saw this twist coming from a mile away, and my eyes were closed. Each plotline is basically the same, and they don't connect to each other. Yumiko basically fights with each student council member just for kicks. There's no end goal. The events of the show just happen to the protagonist, rather than the protagonist causing these events. The stakes aren't used effectively, and the viewer isn't really too invested in the plight of Yumiko because Yumiko herself isn't really invested. Kakegurui has slice of life levels of plot cohesion. With such a bland plot, Kakegurui has to rely on something else in order to keep the viewer entertained, which I'll get to in point 4. Point 3. Characters. Spoilers. There are a lot of characters that are underused and underdeveloped considering their role in the show. Take Ryota, one of the main 3 protagonists. Despite being a major player, he only gambles in the show twice.
Wait a minute, didn't Ryota technically gamble?
Hey, shut up. The cold open is just him being beat up by Mary, and for the rest of the show, he doesn't do much more than giving exposition and being a scared idiot. I think many other characters could have been used much more for better effect, like Midari, Nishino Torin, and Nanami. But a lot of characters in the show are still entertaining to watch simply because of how exaggerated their personalities are. Take Yumemi, a stereotypically bubbly idol girl who, despite being one of the main villains that Yumiko gives PTSD to, has nothing bad happen to her other than losing a game show and a little bit of money. She was entertaining to watch because her only desire is fame and glory, almost to a fault, and she hates her fans more than a South Korean trying to get some sleep. Another example. Yumiko is an incredibly one-dimensional character who doesn't noticeably develop at all, but is also incredibly impulsive and a deductive genius. While the show lacks a lot in plot and is a little bit better in characters, the show really shines in point 4, the experience. The show isn't really about the end goal, but more about the events that happen in between. It's a spectacle, watching the crazy characters doing crazy things while playing crazy games under a crazy premise. Like a game of choice poker, the show isn't about the odds, but more about the performance. It's not about whether Yumiko will win, because it's really obvious what the outcome is going to be. It's about watching Yumiko go up against incredibly unique enemies who have clearly stacked the deck and cheated the system, only for her to flip the table, leaving us to watch the fallout. It's a Clash of Titans, watching caricatures at their absolute extremes fight at the highest of levels. That's what makes the show entertaining for us as casuals. Point 5. Fanservice. Fanservice. I hate it, and Kakegurui has lots of it, but it's not their fault. Break for 2 Weeks is an adaptation from Bakken and Ruin, the manga, and from what I can tell, the show has really toned things down. Like Jesus, I can't imagine what sorts of watch lists Google has already put me on based on my search history. That's not good. The show has issues, but a lot of it is inherited by the manga, and I can't blame the show for mistakes the manga made. But be aware, this show is TV-14 for a very good reason. Closing summary. Kakegurui is a show about spectacle. It's about watching personalities play crazy games and seeing how they react. I find that this focus on spectacle makes up somewhat for what is lost in plot and characterization. It has an interesting premise, an entertaining set of characters, and an okay but an exceptional plot. And that's all we really need to be entertaining to a filthy casual like me. It wouldn't be first in my mind for a recommendation, but if you said you were going to watch it, I wouldn't stop you. I gave Kakegurui an arbitrary score value of a full house out of a royal flush. It's not perfect, but it's pretty fun to watch and will probably entertain you. This has been me, E, the time-traveling casual, and...
Hey wait, you forgot to review the second season.
Excuse me, the what now?
Yeah, the second season, Kakegurui Double Cross. Double the fun, double the crosses. 12 more episodes of gambling goodness.
But I was gonna finally start watching K-On!
Yeah, but we both know we're gamers, and our inner completionist saying you really gotta finish Kakegurui before moving on.
FBI, open up!
Also, a dead internet meme is about to break down your door or something.
Alright, This has been me, E, the time-traveling casual. Tune in next episode for Kakegurui Double Cross. And that's my cue.